Okay, we're definitely on. Connected on. Okay, very well then. Hello, everybody. It's me, Lindsie Star. Welcome back to my channel. This long video and some other things, whatever you want to think this is. Welcome back. Hey guys, if you can understand that I'm just not gonna ask for any likes or no dislikes either. But if you guys can do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button down below if you are new to my channel. Make sure notifications are definitely turned on, and thank you. So, what the? It's orange. What the? Minor issues. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So anyway, I want to talk to you guys about stuff, and if you follow me on Instagram, actually might as well post that on Instagram right now. Let's see here. So after this, I'm gonna go to work on getting my video up. Um, uh, I'm just making sure if anybody wants to watch me. Excuse me. Oh boy. Sorry for that burping. Alright. So, I can address what is going on, and if you follow me on Instagram, and if you had seen my Instagram story, or if not, make sure you do. I don't know what's really wrong with me, but I feel like there are a lot of things that are going on within my mind that it's bad. And apparently, I was supposed to have a video out, in response for both Casey Neistat and Roberto Blake, but thankfully I didn't put it up yet because I don't know. I'm not just saying I'm having some kind of burnout, but it's more of a very stressful and angry and kind of worried situation. Now, I know you guys are all thinking, what is wrong with me? And why do I look so tired? Well, it's because the last couple of days or so, actually, all this week, since Monday, I've been having a hard time sleeping. And I don't know if it's because I need to have my mattress in, I need to have the air conditioner in, because of how terrible the weather is right now. But the worst thing yet is actually my family members. I'm sorry, but, this is what is questioning me right now. I mean, if you guys haven't seen my video from, I guess, more than a couple of days ago, I will do that right now. let's see. Cards. Let's change edit cards to, yeah, I don't know, like to be, let's put that right there. And I'm also going to put something else there you guys should check out in the corner of your screen if you're watching me. Where is it? Oh, right here. Alright. Actually, let me see something here for a moment. No, okay. Just had a poll, but I guess did not work. So I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to add in another video. Also take this one in. Alright, so anyway, so if you guys are wondering why am I having issues with my family, and the reason why is, well, you know, I think the reason why I couldn't get much enough sleep is because of my family. I mean, that is probably one of the issues I'm probably thinking of. And, you know, there are a lot of other things that has been probably on my mind that I just feel like I want to use YouTube and Twitch as an escapism. But at the same time, it's not solving much of my issues. And the reason why is, well, there are a lot of things that have been on my mind. And I think, I don't know, I think this has all started because I think a lot of things have been changed to me since, I guess, over a month ago. And I'm saying is, I can't believe I'm saying this, and I wish I didn't, but I mean, if you guys don't know what I'm referring to, is about a month ago I it was over a month ago I posted something on Instagram. And if you didn't know, or if you remembered but forgot, let me readdress this. It says here that I posted it on April 29th. I'm feeling sad right now. I don't know if I should stream this week. I need friends right now. My mother had to ruin my mother had to ruin my morning. This is her friend's fault. My mother is acting like my aunt. If you didn't know, my mother's friend Cindy, who has 2 sons, one of them is a doctor, has died. How? I don't know yet. This is one reality I should not be in. I haven't seen him in years, let alone he was kind of rude. I don't know why, but then again, I still care. Why did I compare my mother to my aunt? Well, a few weeks ago, my aunt left a voicemail message to my mother telling her that my great aunt died. like she did before when my grandmother died and my grandfather died. I'm very upset to that this is happening. To quote Philip DeFranco, from his Philip DeFranco show, from February 15th of this year, and any others, meaning I know he said this before, I believe. If you got people in your life today right with you, give them a hug and let them know you love them. If they are not with you, send them a text, give them a phone call, a FaceTime, or whatever. Just love them while you have them. The world is a stupid, horrifying place where you or someone you love may not be here tomorrow. Just love them while you have them. I didn't show a crying face, but so, yeah. That is the part of the reason why I'm acting so kind of angry, upset. You know, in the past, I looked through pro wrestling. This time it was different. I ended up watching other YouTubers, to seek the comfort, because the pain that I have, and I feel still like I have, was terrible. I know you guys are trying to see me going crazy a little bit, but I'm gonna see if I can fix this. Settings. It's not the audio. Broadcast. That the lowest rate. And lowest frame rate. Yeah, I can't do anything much about this. I don't know why it does that, really. Maybe I should go a little bit higher. Oh! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Am I still alive? Yes, I am. I just made one mistake. Yikes. Oh, I didn't touch that, did I? No. Anyway. I know a lot of you guys are kind of concerned about me, but, you know, there's other things that what my family is doing to me. And they're pushing me and they're driving me into insanity. And I do not like this. And the one thing I feel that is kind of fearing of me is the way how my family is acting. I mean, my brother is kind of ducking. My mother and my father are like at ends with each other. And I'm fearing one of these days that I'm not sure if, or because I'm not going to have that kind of mentality, but I'm just fearing one of these days one of my parents are going to do something very stupid that is apparently against the law and will get them into trouble. And what I'm saying is, I just did not want to mention about this part, but I have no other choice. But it's coming from my, I guess you can say this came from my, who I follow on Twitter. So forgive me for showing you guys this. And, no, I don't know if I should show this, but it's, I wish I could, I guess I could say, but excuse me. Yeah, I wish I could show you guys, but it's ridiculous, but I will explain. You know, a couple of days after Mother's Day, one of my favorite wrestlers, so I feel like I should call him a friend. Even though much I could say, I wish we can speak to each other more often, but I guess, I don't know. I had spoken about him in the past before, and it's all over my YouTube channel. You just have to delve beyond this. And he's known in, you could say, in both in AIW and Nova Pro as Tim Donst. But and this is the reason why I'm fearing what my family's going to do if this ever happens. And if you guys didn't know, what happened was I followed Tim Donst on Twitter. His Twitter handle is TDonst. Anyway, it says here, he tweeted out, and this happening after Mother's Day. And what happened was, my mother was once shot 5 times, and she cared about was whether or not her cat made it out. Cat made it made it inside safely. She was outside walking at the time. Seriously. Meanwhile, my grandmother enjoys this post the most. Thanks for being cool and tough. And he mentioned his mother. And if you guys didn't know, yes, I do know about this because I remember this. It happened about, I would say, at least almost now, since we're in June, but I don't know how to put this, but it happened about 2 years ago. And I remember this very well because of what happened. I don't know if I could say it or not, but I guess I could. Is what happened just to this crazy weekend that deals with the death of Christina Grimmie and the Pulse shootings. And what happened was I woke up around 11 o'clock in the morning and I go onto my phone, and I had a different smartphone than I have one right now, just letting you know. So I see one of my notifications going off, and it's somebody who I follow, though. who attended the AIW shows. I guess it was Lucha Max. I think it was him. What happened was he was responding a tweet to Tim Donst, and what happened was I went to find out what happened. So I hit the so I had my phone unlocked, hit that notification, and went to go see what it was about. And it turns out there was a tweet, and I nearly felt like stunned, let alone how this would happen. But what happened was, in the tweet he says, Tim Donst says that his mother has been shot by his father. And I'm thinking, that can't be right. I mean, it was not his stepfather, but it was his father, and it's in reference to his real father. And what happened was, it turns out his mother has been shot 5 times. And the reason why was unusual. Apparently, he was not well. But but what I had found out was he went after her, and this happened was, I guess he didn't much open this up, but according to what I remember was his father, who was living in Pennsylvania, and his mother lives in Ohio with his stepfather. And you can say the stepfather is more supportive than his father's of him wrestling. But what happened was, it was unbelievable. But what happened was, it sounds like, from what I can think of what the articles had described, because I only found one, and then the sentencing with another. But what happened was, even though it happened in the I mean, I'm just glad the local affiliates of ABC had reports about this, but I wish they had continued on furthermore. But what happened was, it turns out that his father I guess somehow had a possession of a gun, drove from Pennsylvania to Ohio, to where his mother and stepfather are living. And I guess you can say she was outside, and suddenly the next thing you know, he shot her. And I was like, what the heck is this? Why is this happening? I mean, his mother is so nice. And I'm like, oh my god, why did this happen? You know, and I'm really stunned that this happened. And I should have known there was issues about this happening, because prior to June, in 2 years ago, back around January 2 years ago, damn, my tongue's, I'm getting a tongue, but prior to that, around January 2 years ago, Tim had tweeted that he was not much responding when I sent him a tweet. Turns out that he said there was issues going on, and he said he had family issues, and I'm pretty sure it was about his father. So I don't know that his father may thought about killing his mother. I don't know. But all I can tell you is, from what I read, he tried to murder her. She called 911, called the police, called everybody, and there was a witness, a guy who was, I guess you can say, who was in the hospitality kind of situation, or actually he was part of in a restaurant. Anyway, he witnessed what happened, and I was like, what the crap is this happening? Why is this happening? How is this happening? It all came out by around October, and I did not find this out until December, around 2 years ago. What happened was, it was revealed in an article, and I know this was during the height of the elections, but what I read was that his father was very unstable, and he ended up, even though he is definitely, he's serving jail time, but I feel like this is being ridiculous. And every time I hear about these gun shootings, and all I can think about is what happening to one of my favorite wrestlers, whose mother almost died because of his father. And from what I found out, because some troll, I'm thinking it was probably, it could have been I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a Russian troll, but it was definitely an American troll, probably, who was in a huge support for Donald Trump. And I do not want to put any political narrative, but this person ended up dead. He says, and the article was specifying, talking about Tim Donald's father. Nothing about political, but this troll turned into a political thing, saying bad things about talking about bad things about Hillary Clinton, when the fact was the article wasn't about her. This was about a man whose father did a heinous act. This is about a man's father who did a heinous act to the man's mother. And somebody turns into a political thing. If I found this article the time it came out, I would have called that troll out and said, the article is nothing about politics, dude. It's just about a man who I love, who I care for, who I watch, who I've been a fan for. This is about his father, who tried to harm his mother. Trying to murder her, in fact. Just because he was unstable, unwell. Yet you're going to turn this into a political agenda. Either you're just a Russian troll, or you're just a plain troll. This is not politics, dude. This is about a man's father going crazy. And I would end up getting into a huge argument saying this is nothing about politics. And it wasn't about politics. It was about someone who I know, who's been wrestling for, now if you can say this, wrestling over a decade. Yet you're going to go after him saying this is a political thing, when the fact is it isn't? And I was really angry. And I know I shouldn't say all that kind of stuff, but that's what I saw when I went to find the article, and I'm surprised he responded. I guess he thought the same thing I was, or probably or somebody must have messaged him about it. Either way, it nearly kind of made me very angry and upset that this happened to him. You know, and do I believe we need to deal with guns? Yes, I do. I mean, it's not just because of what happened to all these high school shootings, but it's not just because of them, but it's also because to what happened to Tim Donst's father did to try to hurt Tim Donst's mother was really, really just an eye-opener. But at the same time, I'm fearing that either somebody in my family, either it's my mother, my father, or my brother, will do something like this. And when that day happens, either I have to fight them or, take, or just end up being hurt. But I'm just going to do is to fight. And I'm not going to let this happen. Just because they're angry at me and they want to harm me. And I know they don't want to. And I know in my body feels that way. Because I don't have that kind of tendencies to do so myself. Because of so. So please forgive me while I'm crying. Anyway, that's not the only thing that I want to address. But I want to discuss about the madness of the communities and barely my goals. First of all, let's talk about the madness of the communities. As you guys know, I'm part of the pro wrestling community, as I'm trying my best to make sure that at least I'm staying face. But with the latest two things going on with the whole entire Abby Arthur fiasco happened, which apparently, I don't know who's the judge. They should not had her released. But according to my sources, they say that she might be, and it's horrible. And it's over, I guess, a DUI. But yet, she had already also had broke other, her other probationary, which means she could not access the internet, yet she did. And according to my sources, it's being ridiculous. And then, of course, we have the ugly stand of Molly Woodward, or if you guys had seen her online as Moses Malone. She's being a disgrace to the wrestling community. I think she has a thirst for men who she feels she's attracted to. Yet she also did some other things that it's very questionable. Oh, but it's embarrassing that Molly is just trying to destroy much of the wrestling community with her feeble garbage lies and her scamming. And it's very, very, very terrible that, she's trying to benefit this claiming it's a Me Too movement, when the fact is, it's not. It has not been. I mean, she's been called out plenty of times for her garbage, yet she's still trying to beat this. And seriously, I mean, she needs to get help at least, or stop pursuing a lawsuit. What she's doing is very ugly. And she's still making the wrestling community a bad place to be, when there are those who are good. I mean, besides that, I had to tell you guys about how upsetting I was because of what had happened, why my family's getting out of control, and why I'm fearing that one of them would be acting like Tim Donald's father. There is going to, after that, I mean, he's still the same man. And then, of course, you have Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi and everybody on being the Elite, the Bullet Club, everything was going on within New Japan, with that sort of stuff. But the one thing that, I would not deal with is, the whole entire situation with much of in the pro wrestling community, but with some people being so out of control, it's deplorable. Now, the other thing I also want to address is the other communities, like the Twitch and YouTube communities, and apparently, and also my own. I know most of you are kind of either follow me or unfollow me. Just, if you do want to be with me and understand what is going on with me, then please stay with me, alright? I'm not, and just understand why I haven't much uploading videos or streaming a lot is because I'm trying to figure out when is a good time to stream. And the only thing is I had to realize the window opportunity happens between 9, or actually it should be 8. It's at 8 or 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Sometimes 4 p.m. or it could be 6. The reason why I have that window opportunity to stream on Twitch is because of my mother, alright? Because otherwise, that window opportunity closes. And that's the only thing that happens during the whole entire week. Weekends, it's more difficult. Actually, that's why I have to focus on her. But, it's really, really bad that I do want to stream weekends. I do want to try to stream any other time. But I'll just have to realize that, streaming on Twitch is a Monday through Friday situation where I can only stream around that time and between at least 8 to 5. Otherwise, And yeah, sometimes when my mother comes home without warning, that would happen. And then, of course, I have no other choice. I mean, the other window opportunity happens, it would be around 10 o'clock at night. And I do not like streaming around 10 o'clock. I mean, the last time I tried to stream late night, I mean, I nearly got hit with harassment. And I mean, well, when I was streaming on, but not in the chats. But the reason why is, well, I was accused of being a cheater. When the fact is, somebody had decided to hack, like, in the stream. Not in the my stream. I meant hack in the game of while I was streaming. I mean, this was very deplorable that somebody decides to hack while I was streaming, and I tried to explain to the ones who accused me of this happening. I mean, I'm streaming on YouTube, yet you guys are gonna accuse me of being a hacker. I mean, evidence is on my YouTube channel, and yet you kind of attacked me without letting me explain. And that's what I mean, because I know because there are some people who will go after me and said, oh, I hack. I mean, how can you hack on an Android phone? Explain. Explain to me how you can hack playing Minecraft. Let me specify. How can you hack using an Android phone while playing Minecraft Bedrock Edition on the Mineplex server? How? You can't do that. I don't know how to. Yet I'm being accused for it. You know? Then, of course, now I could be very, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're going to tell me, oh, there's videos about that. Yeah, if I do want that, I would, but I won't. Because that's, first of all, that's disrespecting the Minecraft community within, at least on YouTube and Twitch. And second of all, this person did this, they got banned immediately, left me hanging, and I wish Mineplex would tell me, a Mineplex staff member would tell me what to do. I mean, I got completely been left hanging by the hacker after they got banned. They should have just came on and saying, we apologize to you, Lindsie, and to you two were there. Please forgive us. We sorry about the hack situation. Please forgive us. And apparently, I don't know. In fact, I don't think I don't know why I should be explaining about this, but it happened like more than a couple months ago, and it just made me angry and upset that I was accused of being a hacker, when the fact is, how can I? When there's evidence that I'm streaming and this happened. Yet I had no other choice, but I had to quit. It was very terrible indeed. But anyway. But yes. There are a lot of, there are a lot of other things with that. And not to mention other things upon the gaming community. Especially because I'm like, sort of kind of mad of what's going on, especially with, like, I would say within Fortnite. I mean, I'm hearing about this $100,000, no, not $100,000, it's $100 million. My bad. I mean, hearing about this $100 million Fortnite tournament is happening, and I feel like it's completely ridiculous. And then, of course, when you have, you have others trying to get those spots. Sorry, guys, I'm just dealing with my ice with cantaloupe in it. I did this yesterday. So, I'm just saying that, I mean, why would Fortnite do this kind of stuff when the fact is they promised they're supposed to have the Android version of their game to be out, which I feel like they're just lacking until the tournament happens. I mean, they said it's supposed to be by this summer, but I don't know. I mean, I read this off of, their website, because after one YouTuber, I'm not going to mention, despite I don't want to make him, I don't want to mention, but, you know, he got in trouble for saying this kind of stuff, but then again, I don't know. I mean, I would like to play Fortnite like the YouTubers who I subscribe to, like Sunday, Ambrew, oh, and of course Nico Vald. So, anyway, but I will play PUBG. I mean, seriously. And then, of course, there is the other situation, the poetry kind of community. I wish I had more people who can hear me out besides my only friend Valentina. But what happened was, you know, I haven't much had heard from her lately, but dealing with poetry and pro wrestling. But I mean, I don't know if there's any more more poets, targeting other poets as of late, especially since my friend Valentina had been targeted in the past. And even though when I had monetization before, YouTube decides to flip their crap on all of us as small YouTubers, I was trying to make sure I had advertisement for my videos that I made about reading my poetry. Yet then, of course, when the whole entire advertisement fiasco happened, and of course, they all got hit, and now, it's ridiculous. But my goal is, besides of making sure that, because all I can tell you right now, and my goal is to try to expand my community and understanding. It's not just being a blogger or a Twitch streamer or a gamer or just entertain you guys or express how upset and angry I am with my family or talking about pro wrestling. But I also want to work on my poetry as well. But the other goals is travel outside of the United States. I would also want to travel more within the United States. But, with this craziness going on and with everybody, including my family, I can't much do that. But that is why I'm trusting you guys. Understand that how mad I am or how sad I am or very happy, just understand that this is who I am. And and if anybody has issues about what I'm doing, then you shouldn't be part of this community, my own community, where I like to talk about things. But at the end of the day, just understand, if you're going to end up going to insult me, I'm going to report you. If you're going to if you're going to promote another YouTuber just because of the way how I look, you will be reported. Because you will be reported as spam or harassment. And I won't like that. Because of this. I mean, seriously. Two users got their butts reported because they decided to either disrespect me and offend me, or try to actually make it 3. Try to disrespect me or promote a YouTuber, which apparently does not need any promoting at all. And then, of course, there is the music bots. I guess I haven't been hit whiles from that Electra music channel. Probably I'm thinking YouTube may terminated that channel. And if they did, thank you, YouTube, for kind of stepping up. But otherwise, if I get another bot hit, I'm going to go crazy and make another video. If you guys didn't know, in the past, I've been hit more than a couple times, and I realized ever since now, since they're trying to weasel a way to get to the comments by using commas, two commas and underscore, or to try to weasel their way to getting into my comments. It's just trying to promote free music, when the fact is they're bots. And these bots are leading to Electra Music, which is owned by some guy who I have not heard of. Never know that this channel existed. And the reason why my channel's been targeted, especially because I have music, is because the music I have is Maron music. And Maron music is belong to who else but Jordan Maron, and otherwise known throughout the gaming community, especially within the Minecraft community, as Captain Sparkles. And it really just agitates me that somebody would go after me like this just because as they want to try to promote free music, when the fact is they're bots. And on top of that, Electro Music is not really playing music without realizing if they had got the music, say, they had receiving permission from, or if artists had contacted him, I should say, and say, "Oh yeah, you can put up my music." No, they didn't. In fact, and this is why I will keep on explaining, saying why on earth that I trust Maron Music is because of Jordan Maron does in his outros on his main YouTube channel, that is Captain Sparkles. He always has, as he has his outro ending credit, his outros. Now there's it's like a sort of a square. One side of it is his social networks. Usually it's Facebook, Twitter, and for this case, Instagram. Then of course there's this that's on the bottom left. The bottom right has his the circle where you subscribe to his channel. Then on the top left is the latest video he had done before the new one that he has released, and then on the top right is the music in the outro that you can hear, that you can end up listening to. And that's how I know. Electro Music, on the other hand, comes and attacks me like I'm a freaking person, like I'm a freaking moron, and by sicking their bots on me. Why on earth would you do that? Why would you do that? That really, you don't need to. You don't. That's why it's making me very angry and upset that this is happening, because I've been targeted, and I don't know if anybody else have. In fact, I should go onto Discord and ask any of my or try to tweet, or I don't know, somebody I should contact, any of my fellow streamers, if who does Twitch, have post their videos on YouTube, have post their streams on YouTube, and tell me if they have been hit by a bot, and it leads them to at least Electra. Because if it is, then it's really bad. So, because of that, I'm really angry, really upset, and I don't know. I mean, this is ridiculous. And I don't know if Electra Music's channel's been terminated yet. But if it is, thank you, YouTube. But if it isn't, then the war is continuing. Now, before I end this video, just letting you guys know that I'll probably be streaming today, probably around 2, could be 2:30, maybe 3, I'm not sure, on twitch.tv/MissLindsieStar. Just make sure you follow me on both Instagram and Twitter to know when I'm going live, okay? And if you guys don't know what it is, go down in the description down below of this stream video and click on it. Now, before I wrap this up, there is one other thing I do want to address. There are a lot of things that, are being questioned right now. I'm not sure. But the one thing what's going on within the YouTube and Twitch community is there are a lot of questions about what is going on. At the end of the day, just understand and that some information can be true and some information cannot be true. But, this whole entire thing happened and it is questionable. And by the way, if there was a war going on and leading between two people, which side I'm taking on? Nobody's side. If this is a battle between two brands and stuff. And anyway, guys, here's the lovely outro. I want to say thank you for watching. Please hit that like button down below. Okay, I kind of lied. If you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure notifications are definitely turned on. Alright, you can like it or not. It's a force of habit, I keep saying. And anyway, thank you for watching. And I will see you guys on Monday. Till then. Or on twitch.tv/MissLindsieStar. Till then. Bye.